Hello, hello, Deb the counselor. So I was talking to a friend of mine earlier, and we was talking about careers and different things like that. And and she is interested in some of my services. And she was talking about that she needs to be more accountable for as taking care of herself because she's so busy doing everything with everybody else. And so that made me think about talking about what is accountability. What is accountability? So I'm going to go over a little bit of information about accountability. And this information is from Brimco Dictionary, but this is information that I Googled and I want to share with you. So what is accountability? Accountability is the obligation of individuals, teams, or organizations to take responsible for their actions, decisions, and outcomes, and to be answerable to stakeholders for their performance. It is a cornerstone of corporate governance, leadership, and organizational integrity. Then it comes down to the definition. Once again, accountability is the duty to justify actions and accept consequences for results, achieved or not, achieved in alignment with established standards, objectives, or ethical expectations. So the key takeaways are it ensures transparency, responsibility, and trust in leadership and operations, integral to governance, compliance, and performance management, reinforces ethical behavior and organizational culture, exists at individual, managerial, and institutional levels, linked to outcomes, not just intent or effort. And so, understanding accountability operates as both a moral and structural principle. In organizations, it defines who is responsible for decisions and ensures alignment with goals and ethical standards. It encompasses two core elements: answerability, the requirement to explain or justify actions, consequences, rewards, or sanctions tied to performance outcomes. So they have a formula here, which is accountability equals responsibility plus answerability plus consequences. And so when we were having a conversation earlier, I was just, she wanted more information about the products that I have, about the parenting program, Parenting a Helping Hand Self-Care program, because she's an entrepreneur herself. And so she wanted more information, and so I was explaining and everything, and I was like, there are so many people that want change. They want change. They want their lives to be better. They want better outcomes, but not willing to put in the work. So she was like, you're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. They don't want to put in the work for change. They would rather take monies and go buy Gucci purses and different, in which those things are cool. But then once you buy those things, are you fulfilled? Do you feel good behind it? Or do you feel a void mentally, spiritually, emotionally? Do you still have a void? Are you in relationships that no longer serves you? Are you being neglected, or your kids being neglected? Are you in a relationship where you and your partner, you find yourself, you're arguing all the time, but yet you may want to get help and may want to get counseling and things, but your partner don't? What do you do in a situation like that when one person wants help and the other person doesn't, and it's draining you? It's draining you to the point where you don't know what to do at this point. You're always sad. You're always overwhelmed. You're always exhausted, because the minute that you try to get some happy hormones, then this other person, they chopping you down. And there are people that don't want to see you prosper. You could be sleeping with the enemy. Every time you trying to prosper and better yourself for you and your children, this person starts an argument. I was looking at it could have been Judge Mathis, and this young lady on there was having problems with her guy, and she had purchased a vehicle, and he was constantly, you could tell by the conversation, and the sister had helped her and everything, that when she would try to maybe, go somewhere or whatever, he would get in arguments, take your car, vandalize the car. He would do mean things to her. And her sister that was there for her, helping her, was fed up. And one thing that I recognized was that she was in a toxic relationship, because she was constantly defending this person, taking up for this person, and you would catch her in lies. So she's in a toxic relationship, and then her kids are being exposed to all this toxicity that's in the household. And so it's really, really sad. You have people that's there for you and try to help you, but yet you are defending a person that doesn't want the best for you. And it's really, really sad. So at some point, you have to take accountability for your actions. There are consequences. Your kids are being exposed to all of this foolishness, this toxicity, and you're supposed to be protecting them, making them safe, but yet you're not. If this is you, you need to get out of that relationship now. Because for one thing, you are putting your children in a uncompromised situation where they can get hurt, especially depending on the age. They can get hurt trying to protect you, and you get your kids hurt. So accountability is real. If you want change in your life, you need help. What are you going to do? You're going to stay in it and be drained and overwhelmed, exhausted, on edge all the time? You're always on edge. There are people that are in relationships like this right now. Right now. So if you're feeling like that and you have kids, how do you think they feel? They don't feel safe. Why would they? When their parent is not safe, and they see that you can't be yourself, you can't be comfortable in the privacy of your own home. So what you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You guys got to start. It's time for you to start taking accountability for what you are in. If you want better for you, you want better for your children, then it's time for you to take accountability. This is why I created my Parenting and Helping Hands self-care program. It has courses, journals, my t-shirt, check-ins with me, a total of 8 check-ins with me. You pay one fee and you have check-ins. Come on now. What program you know have 8 check-ins for when you go to my pin site and see the price of my program? From a professional and certified counselor, certified school counselor, and licensed professional counselor. Are you kidding me? So it's on you if you don't take advantage of this. I have other courses. I have journals. If you want to get started somewhere, you can, if you want to sign up for a 15 minutes free consultation, I have that. Self-care calendar, I have that. I have what you need. But you gotta want what I have. If you want to be a better person, you want to be fulfilled in a positive, productive way, then you got to say, I'm not going through this no more. I'm going to get help. And if you're going through a custody battle, you can go to the judge and say, Judge, they need to see if you've been putting in some work. Well, I signed up for this program and I've been working with the licensed professional counselor. Show them what all came with your program. It's going to help you. You know how I know? Because I counseled a lady that was going through a custody battle. And she won. Okay? I was her counselor at the time. And she won. So, I'm telling you, it's time for you all to stop this nonsense and take accountability for your actions. Okay? So, you can click the link tree, go to my websites, Pensite, TIOCS.com. You can go to Pensite, all the courses, programs is there. And if you have any questions, sign up for the 15 minutes free consultation at TIOCS.com. Okay? So, thank you so much for listening to Deb the Counselor. Changing lives by one talk at a time. Chat soon.